With more than 70,000 people in this country in ICE detention, courts are seeing a flurry of activity. The number of legal challenges to immigration arrests and detentions have reached historic levels. Our investigative reporter Bennett Haeberle in studio now with what he has uncovered. Bennett.
Allison, 20,000 habeas petitions have been filed since President Trump resumed office last January. Immigration attorneys tell us that these challenges are a necessary fight, but acknowledge it may be overwhelming the system.
While it's true the highly visible immigration crackdown in Chicago has largely subsided, immigration enforcement has not. Just ask Kenverly LaCruz Bracamonte, who now has a visual reminder of her recent ICE arrest. I think it's inhumane to carry this for a year on my legs, she tells me, referring to her newly fitted ankle monitor. The tracking device, she says, was given to her after being released from ICE detention. She was picked up January 29th and spent 16 days inside the Grayson County Detention Center in Kentucky. It was quite difficult for the first few days and hard to sleep, she told me. Kenverly entered the U.S. in 2023, was granted parole, and still has a pending immigration case. She was released from ICE detention earlier this month, after her attorney filed what's known as a habeas petition, successfully arguing that her detention was unlawful. The judge agreed.
This is a person that came from Venezuela. We just went in there and plucked Nicolas Maduro out of his living room because he is defined by the United States government as a narco-terrorist who has run his country into the ground. How on earth can you tell that woman she is not a refugee from Venezuela when she participated in none of that there?
Her attorney, John Heiderscheit, says 2 appellate rulings last fall have helped pave the way for the Trump administration to arrest and detain more immigrants, even those with pending cases or who were initially granted parole when entering.
What those cases purport to do is give the government more authority to arrest and detain immigrants even when they have applications for relief on file with USCIS or EOIR, and we're seeing an increase in detentions because of those cases.
More than 70,000 people are in ICE custody, and with that, the number of legal challenges filed by immigration attorneys has skyrocketed, with more than 20,000 habeas petitions filed since the start of President Trump's second term last January.
If you look at the slope on a graph of habeas petitions, I mean, it goes straight up.
So the big word I always use is discretion. Whoever's in charge of the White House has a lot of discretion to enforce immigration law. This White House is choosing to use its discretion in a way that the prior 4, 5, 6, 7 presidents haven't.
The net effect, immigration attorneys tell NBC5 investigates, is that you have increasing pressure on the court system and individuals like Kenverly, who says she's afraid as ICE can now track her every move.
Kenverly's next in-person immigration court date is set for June 2028. That speaks in part to the backlog of cases that exist. We did reach out to ICE and DHS, by the way, to ask about the pressure that the large number of detainees and all these habeas petitions places on the court system. We're still waiting to hear back.